Real quick, I'm doing this video unscripted because I pretty much know everything that I'm going to talk about. So it'll just be more natural if I just did this completely off the top of my head rather than if I had a script in front of me. But the official Avengers Twitter page just tweeted out, "Tune in to Square Enix Live E3 2019 for the worldwide reveal of Marvel's Avengers. The event begins June 10th at 6 p.m. Pacific time." And then there's a link to the Square Enix E3 live stream. And then it says hashtag Square Enix, hashtag reassemble, hashtag play Avengers. Now that's interesting because that might mean that the game will actually be playable at E3, but who knows? That may just be a marketing catchphrase or something, and that doesn't actually mean anything. And of course the hashtag reassemble was used in the last trailer for the game, and then there was an image that shows a new logo for the game. The last logo looked more like the movies, but this one looks a bit more like one of the cartoons. So that's about all that the tweet shows. Obviously this will have to be legit because it's coming from the official Avengers Twitter page, so this is literally coming straight out of the horse's mouth. There was a little misunderstanding during the Game Awards where this one developer tweeted out something like, "Oh hey, we're getting the trailer for Avengers Endgame pretty soon, so I wonder what that means we're gonna get at the Game Awards." And somebody replied to them, "Oh, does this mean we're getting a trailer for the Avengers project?" And the developer said yes to them. He didn't say maybe, or oh, we'll see or anything. He just said flat out yes. Y-E-S, yes. But the Game Awards happened, and the trailer wasn't actually there. And then he later went back on Twitter and basically explained that this was a lack of communication. Somebody told him that there would be a Marvel trailer at the Game Awards, but they didn't tell him what Marvel game it was going to be. So when that person asked him if it was going to be the Avengers project, he just said yes because he didn't know what else it could have been. And I don't blame him because nobody would have expected Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. I mean, the second game came out 10 years ago. So at this point, the franchise was pretty much dead. Nobody expected a revival. Like, that would have been the equivalent of getting Sonic Adventure 3 in 2011. Because Sonic Adventure 2 came out in 2001, so 10 years later, that'll be 2011. That's basically what that would have been like. And you could even say the same about Shenmue 3. Because Shenmue 2 also came out in 2001. But I'm definitely glad that we're getting footage of the game finally. Honestly, I don't care what we get. I don't care if they show gameplay. I don't care if it's just like an animated trailer. I don't care if it's 10 seconds. The fact that we're getting anything at all is just a saving grace to me. Because honestly, we got to the point where I actually forgot that this game was coming out until Game Informer mentioned that the game was nowhere to be found at 2018's E3. And once Spider-Man PS4 came out, a lot of people started talking about this game again, and about how it can be connected, and all that. I will admit, I didn't care too much about the game when they first announced it back in January of 2017. I mean, it's not like I thought the game was going to be bad or anything, it's just, I guess you could just say it hadn't really caught my interest. However, after waiting this long, I can't help but to be excited to see what the game's gonna be like, because it has to be good if they've been working on it for this long. And about the whole the game might be connected, to Spider-Man PS4 thing. I definitely would like to see that idea be taken into action, because there's a whole bunch of possibilities that you could do with a Marvel gaming universe, or as I would prefer to call it, Marvel Interactive Universe, the MIU. They're already at such a great start with Spider-Man PS4, so, don't stop the fun there. Give us a whole connected universe of Marvel video games, just like the movies, the MCU. That'll be fantastic, no pun intended. Plus, they did somewhat set it up in Spider-Man PS4. They had the Avengers Tower in the game, and the Avengers did not actually appear in the game, and that could be because they're busy dealing with whatever they're dealing with in this game. Like, they could be in space fighting Thanos, or they could be somewhere else dealing with Ultron, or who knows, they might be in Latveria fighting Doctor Doom. Didn't they mention Latveria in Spider-Man PS4? I'm pretty sure they did, but maybe they didn't. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure they did bring up Latveria once. Plus, I could imagine they don't want to mess up the continuity if the games are connected, because obviously we haven't heard like Iron Man or Captain America's voices yet. Which I am pretty sure that the games are connected, because Brian Intihar, the creative director of Spider-Man PS4, in an interview, he said he got a phone call one day, and he said, "Oh my god, it's gonna be the Iron Man. This game is gonna be the Iron Man of Marvel video games." And by that, I'm pretty sure he means starting a universe. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. When the trailer does get revealed, I will be doing a reaction to it, so stick around for that. The reaction will actually be live. I'm not going to live stream it or anything, but I'll be watching the live broadcast and start recording when it happens. So hopefully you'll stick around for that. Have a fantastic day/night, whatever time you're watching this, and take care.